Alright guys, welcome into Brandok Sports. It's OU Hate Week, and I have never been more excited to beat the brakes off of the trash university that is Oklahoma. This is the biggest Red River game that I can remember, and it is the first time since the 2009 season where Texas made the national championship that both teams are undefeated at this point in the season. With all that being said, I'm going to be previewing both sides of the ball today, so let's get right into it with the three things that Texas's defense needs to do to beat OU. The first key I have for this Texas defense is to force a turnover. In order to win the Red River shootout, yes, it is a shootout no matter what they try to change it to, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to win the turnover battle. That starts with the defense being disrupted and forcing Dillon Gabriel to make throws he doesn't want to have to make. This will be Dillon Gabriel's biggest game in his career, and last year he was injured and didn't get to experience this environment. So I think we might be able to take advantage of his inexperience, and we have to be able to capitalize on any mistake he makes. Obviously, interceptions aren't the only way to force turnovers, but I don't want to see us go into forced strip fumbles instead of wrapping up. If we can force at least one turnover on defense, I think that will be a major step in winning this game. The second key I have for this defense is to stop the run. Last year, we struggled stopping the run, especially in crucial games, much like the game against TCU, where they were running all over us. However, with our new and improved defense, we are ranked number 17th in the country in rush yards allowed, allowing only 473 rushing yards through 5 games. If we are able to stop the run, especially early in the game, this will force Oklahoma to throw the ball, which could lead to longer second and third downs. Stopping the run is key in every game. But if we can show them who the more physical team is early on, I think we can force them to be one-dimensional, which is exactly what we want. The third and final key I have for this defense is to get off the field on third down. Just like stopping the run, we also struggled getting off the field on key downs like third and fourth downs. We can ill afford to allow Oklahoma to keep drives alive and win the time of possession. These are the type of plays that are back-breaking for a defense and also for the team as a whole. I believe this defense is different, but I'm going to need to see it Saturday if we are going to win this game, and getting off the field is a crucial part in that. Alright, now that we have gone over the 3 keys I have for the defense, let's get into 3 keys I have for this Texas Longhorns offense. And number 1, I have be safe with the ball. Like I said when previewing the defensive side of the ball, winning the turnover battle is always crucial in this game, so I want us to be safe with the ball while still having aggressive play calling. Sark trusts Ewers, and so do I, but this OU defense is no joke. Yes, Ewers almost broke the streak for the most passes without an interception in Longhorn history until he threw his first pick last week, but hopefully he got his first pick out of the way and he will be good to go for this game. He has a tendency to force things sometimes, and although sometimes it works out, he needs to know when it's time to force the ball and when it's time to be safe. He can't throw a pick early because that will swing momentum to the OU side, and in this type of atmosphere, it will be hard to recover from that. I also want to see our ball carriers play safe and have 2 hands on the ball when they are in any sort of traffic, because just like a pick, this will swing momentum to OU side. If we win the turnover battle, we most likely win this game. The second key that I have for this offense is to open up the playbook. Sark needs to open up the playbook similar to the way he did versus Alabama. These past couple weeks, it has been obvious that he's been hiding some things from OU that he didn't want to put on tape. But now, it's time to bring out the whole playbook and be willing to take the shots downfield. We haven't done that much since the Alabama game, but we are going to need to be able to do that so they can't just hone in on our underneath routes, and it will also free up surrounding lanes for Jonathan Brooks, CJ Baxter, and also Quinn Ewers. There's nothing left to hide. So let's put it all out there and do all that we can to win this game. The third and final key I have for this Texas offense is to run the ball well. Jonathan Brooks is having a breakout year and is in contention to win the Doak Walker Award, which is the award for the best running back in college football. That's how good he has been. I also want to give a lot of praise to the O-line as well, since they have improved massively in run blocking since last year. We thought losing Bijan would be an issue, and while Jonathan Brooks is nowhere near as good, he is still good enough to be an elite running back behind this offensive line. With all that being said, we haven't faced a D-line this good since Alabama, and OU is going to be playing with a chip on their shoulder since they lost 49-0 just last year. Early on in the game, I think it's going to be hard to run since their defense will be so hyped up, But Sark can't go away from the run. We have to stick to it, and like against Alabama, we will wear them down and be able to run the ball later in the game when it matters most. If we can do this, I think we'll have a great shot of winning this ball game. Alright, now let's talk about my final prediction for this game. I think that if we are able to do at least 4 out of the 6 things that I mentioned, we win this game. We are the more talented team, and I think we are also more experienced and better coached than Oklahoma, which is why I see us winning this game by a pretty big margin for this rivalry, with my final score being 34-20 Texas. I also just want to say that there's been a lot of OU fans and analysts talking trash, specifically Teddy Lehman, who really sat up there on a radio show and called Quinn Ewers and his arm average. Like, come on, really? You gotta know better than that. All I'm gonna say is that Longhorn Nation has been keeping receipts, so they better not go into hiding after we whoop them this Saturday. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time on Brand Dog Sports.